John Gill, Titus chapter 2, verse 5. King James Bible, quote, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed, unquote. To be discreet, or temperate in eating and drinking, so the word is rendered in Titus chapter 2, verse 2, or to be sober both in body and mind, or to be wise and prudent in the whole of their conduct, both at home and abroad. Chaste, in body, in affection, words, and actions, having their love pure and single to their own husbands, keeping their marriage bed undefiled. Keepers at home, minding their own family affairs, not gating abroad and inspecting into and busying themselves about other persons' matters. This is said in opposition to what women are prone unto. It is reckoned among the properties of women by the Jews that they are gadders about. They have some rules about women's keeping at home, they say. A woman may go to her father's house to visit him, to the house of mourning, and to the house of feasting, to return a kindness to her friends or to her near relations. But it is a reproach to a woman to go out daily. Now she is without, now she is in the streets. And a husband ought to restrain his wife from it, and not suffer her to go abroad, but about once a month or twice a month upon necessity. For there is nothing more beautiful for a woman than to abide in the corner of her house, for so it is written. Psalms chapter 45, verse 13. The king's daughter in all her glorious within, unquote. And this, they say, is what is meant by the woman being an helpmeet for man, that while he is abroad about his business, she is sitting at home and keeping his house, and this, they observe, is the glory and honor of the woman. The passage is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 13. Isaiah 44:13, concerning an image being made, quote, after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house, unquote. Is by the Targum thus paraphrased, according to the likeness of a man, according to the praise of a woman, to abide in the house. Upon which Kim Chi has this note, it is the glory of a woman to conduct at home and not go abroad. The tortoise, which carries its house upon its back, and very rarely shows its head, or looks out of it, was, with the ancients, an emblem of a good housewife. These also should be instructed to be good or kind to the servants and benefits to the poor and to strangers, towards whom, very often, women are apt to be straight-handled, and not so generous and liberal as they should be. Obedient to their own husbands. See Gill on Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, and also Ephesians chapter 5, verse 24. That the word of God be not blasphemed by unbelieving husbands, who, by their ill conduct of their wives, should be provoked to speak ill of the gospel, as if they taught disaffection and disobediency to them. Titus chapter 2, verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, the word of God be not blasphemed. End of Titus chapter 2, verse 5.